welcome back to the Ironman WoW challenge with me, Sheppo. Normally I start with a "if you remember" in the last episode, but it's been such a long time since I did any recording, I can't even remember myself what I was doing in the last episode. So I can't really give you a recap. Right, so look at the quest map. So we had Wand Over Fist, which I think there's an ogre encampment down there. We've got Shakes O'Brien, which I think we'll probably do maybe in the next episode. And we've got I've forgotten the name. There's that old city there, and we've also got the binding quest line to do. So we've got still like a lot to do in this zone. So let's get on with that. Actually, we're going to head down to Wand Over Fist first. Trelane's Wand of Invocation. Whatever that is. So yeah, it's actually been maybe like 2 months, maybe even more, since I've recorded any of this. I've just been super busy with life, I guess you could call it. I've moved house, which if any of you have moved house, you'll know what an absolute pain in the ass that can be. Going without internet for a large period of time doesn't help when you're trying to play World of Warcraft. And I've moved completely out of London. I used to live in South London. Now I do not. I still work at the same place, so I still have a bit of a commute to do. So the problem is, because I've not played it so long, I can't really remember how to play. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? We've got all these buffs up there, and actually mouse over for buffs isn't working, so I don't know what any of them do. So I'm just gonna cancel them, just in case they are giving me, something in combat. That I should be getting. Wow, my inventory's full. That's a good start. Let's have we got anything I can use to start with? I guess that's a good question that I may have picked up. Didn't realise. Doesn't look like it. So let's just sell all of this. Oh, bloody Nemo, why are you so bloody loud? Oh, there's a pet there. Didn't even realise I had. Oh, this is the Jesus Christ. I'm really not with it this morning. So I don't care. I'm not going to put this stuff on the auction house. The cloth I may actually put that on there, but yeah, those items there I think are from BlizzCon virtual ticket. What was it? Nibbles. He's a little demon. And what was the mount called? Illidari Fellstalker. Well, that's interesting. It's a wolf! Well, as an alliance member, that's pretty cool. We don't get much in the way of wolves. Yes, of course, we've had BlizzCon as well since I last recorded. In fact, I think the last one of the last episodes I uploaded was talking about the Legion reveal at Gamescom, so that's how long it's been. It's been a long time. And, yeah. Fairly excited about Legion. I'm just going to be playing it casually again. I'm not going to be doing any, going back to hardcore raiding or anything. But it does look pretty cool. Of course, there are huge implications for the Ironman challenge, which is going to be really interesting. So they are making it now so that you have to have a specialisation. So that's really going to be interesting for this challenge, because it should make it like really easy, even without talents. It's going to make it easy. Blizzard tend not to put things like the Ironman challenge at the top of their list of priorities to think about when they're designing classes. So obviously, I don't really think they've thought about how it's going to affect that challenge. They don't care, essentially. But it will make it, I think, significantly easier. And the reason for that is, although you won't be able to use your talents, you do get a lot of your abilities these days just by picking a spec. I can't think of any examples about that, but I think like one of them is a hunter. I think it's a passive talent, or passive ability rather, that gives you hunter's mark on targets. Things like more interrupts and stuff like that as well. And of course, at later levels, you get mastery, but of course we won't be getting any mastery from gear itself, so I don't think that's necessarily going to be that relevant. But yeah, certainly interested at how it's going to affect the challenge. I think the what I'm going to try and do is, now I'm all settled in at the house, I'll be trying to play this a bit more when I get opportunity. Whenever opportunity strikes. So for example, it's 6:15 in the morning at the minute, and I'm playing a little bit. When I used to live in London, I wouldn't have dreamt of being awake at 6:15 in the morning. Right, so we are entering an ogre cave, which are always fun. Let's have a restock of what my abilities are. I've got my freezing trap there. Okay. Useful if we get anger a couple of mobs. I think there might be a rare in here. He actually might be in here. So yeah, of course, with BlizzCon we've also learnt about class changes. There we go. Phalanx. Well, we'll take Phalanx on. He's a big old beast as well. I think we can probably tame that if we wanted to. I don't want to, although he is pretty cool looking. So anyway. You know me and rares, love them. Even though he is 4 levels below us, so I don't suspect we're going to get a massive amount of XP from this. Oh! 3.5k. Well, we've got rested, of course, because I've not logged in so long. So, we have dinged level 31. Nice. That was pretty good. I guess that is a benefit from not logging in for ages. Rest XP, and I'm not sure if you saw, but I wasn't. I don't think I was in an inn. I'm not even sure there is an inn at the Alliance base in this zone. Right. Pet. Go on to passive. So if we can just anger this dude, yeah. Yeah. Back to assist. If we could do that again and just like line of sight this guy. Cool, and here's our quest dude. Trelane's freezing touch. Not too tricky. See how quick that mob's disappeared? Jeez, we should get out of here. What's that there? Is this the exit, I think? Actually, a pretty small cave. I don't remember seeing a layout like that before. Such a small cave. Right, well, let's not dilly-dally. We don't want all these mobs to respawn on us. It's one thing to fight your way in, but it's just another to have to fight your way out again. Right, well, I guess we're going to hand that quest back in. Nice Hearthstone there. Refuge Point. Yeah, that's Hearthstone. Saves a bit of time.
What's on your mind?
Our goal is the wand, Sheppo. Focus on that for now. I have the wand. Okay, this is interesting. Add-on. Complete quest. Brilliant, Sheppo. 1 item down and 3 more to go. Based on my list, the other 3 items are all in Stromgard. Okay. Take a rest and get your strength back. The next phase of my plan will require a little more time and effort. Come back to me after you've gotten a warm meal and some rest. Big old chunk of XP and 20 silver. All rested? No. Here's our next step. There's ogres all around the Tower of Arathor in Stromgard. We're gonna need to ward you against the tower's defences. To do that, we're gonna need some gems the Boulderfish Shaman have taken a liking to. They took them from the tower, but they're not gonna stay in their possession for long. Get one of them gems and bring them to Crichton. He knows a spell to enchant it. Okay, I accept.
Off with you.
So that's there. Now, I'm not sure if this quest was in vanilla, but I do remember the tower in Stromgard used to be an absolute pain in the ass. But then I think they were all elites in vanilla, which of course they won't be. But they're fairly tightly packed together. So that's going to be interesting. So let's not do that quest just yet. We will head down to Shakes O'Brien, I think. Yeah, we could have the potential of some rares on the way. We have a Stone of Inner Binding, which I can't remember what we have to do for that. So we're going to do the binding quest last, I think, in this zone. Once we're a couple of levels higher, it's just going to make it a lot easier that way. Yeah, so these quests down here. Oh, they put a new path in. These quests down here used to be like, you were never directed to go to these quests. And you only really knew about them by exploring. I think one of the flight paths to South Shore from Menethil came over here. And I think for the longest time, it was just one of those things they put in for you to look at whilst you were flying, rather than there actually being any content here. But then they added some content in later. From memory, I could have that completely wrong. Okay, Professor Fizzlethorpe. Now that we're full-fledged Blackwater Raiders, it's our job to help Mr. O'Brien locate the lost elven treasure. It's next to impossible to find the gems in the dark sea without aid. The Doctor has constructed some goggles that will help. He needs the goggles charged with the energy derived from the enchanted stone in the cave just up the hill. But the cave is cursed. When we get close, we get ambushed. Defend me and I can harness the energy from the stone into the goggles. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Right. Well, this doesn't sound good. I'm not gonna lie. I'll begin drawing energy from the stone. Your job, Sheppo, is to defend me. This place is cursed. Trust me. Yeah, I've never done this quest. Professor Fizzlethorpe begins tinkering with the goggles before the stone. I'm not sure where the things are going to come from. Normally they come from outside the cave. Oh, but not this time. Thankfully, Professor Fizzlethorpe's health regenerates pretty quickly. I've got a funny feeling a huge elemental is going to come out of the sea. Is that it? That was way too easy. I want a challenge. Phew, glad to be back from that cave. Dr. Draxelgage will give you further instructions.
Can I help you?
The goggles work perfectly now. Well done, Sheppo. God, a lot of XP. The treasure has been on the seafloor for so long that the gems have calcified into thick stone, but the power harnessed in these goggles will allow you to locate them easily. A little gnomish ingenuity goes a long way. So, borrow the goggles of gem hunting, Sheppo, and see if you can collect some of the lost treasure for Captain O'Brien. I'd swim down there myself, but, well, I have important scientific business to tend to up here on safe, dry land.
Be seeing you.
And that's given us a water-breathing buff.
Talk to me.
Drowned sorrows. Arg, 'tis a horrible life. I should be in a watery grave right now, not sitting here by the fire breathing fresh air. The crew tried so hard to save my beautiful maiden's folly. Bless the boys, bless their hearts. O'Brien made it to shore safely, but we weren't so lucky. The seas just sank on us, I swear. 1 second we're afloat, and the next, water is rushing in, and those beasts killed all the survivors. Horrible Naga scum. I went black and ended up here, saved. I want those beasts dead. Right, 10 Naga
What's
to
your
kill,
back?
and he gave us a buff. I think.
What's on your mind?
I
with
think
you.
it's possible to get a refill of this buff if needed. And shakes O'Brien.
What can I do for you?
Ahoy, hunter! My friend of any friend of Squerto is a friend of mine. You'll find plenty of work needs doing around here. We're not sitting in this cove twiddling our thumbs by choice.
Have a good one.
Give me another quest then. So we've got 2 quests to do. I think I'll probably leave that episode there. We'll have some quick episodes to try and catch up with this stuff. We've got a few quests down here. A couple of rares actually, so you know me. We'll be looking for those. Alright, join me next time for more ironman WoW Challenge.